Hello again. Hey guys, TK here, and obviously I play on official servers, and I just found one of the new Crocs, also known as the Deinosuchus, or maybe it's pronounced another way. Maybe I'm saying it incorrectly, but I've found a couple on the live stream, and I wanted to show you guys how I tame them. It's pretty simple, especially if you use a tech suit, which I'm trying not to use on this video for the sole act of just showing you guys how I tame them. On one times it is not the easiest thing, but they're not very fast. So let's just get into it. As you can see, there's a little dino in front of us, a little gator. We're gonna get down here and get in his face and see if we can tame this thing. I do believe that this one was kind of low. It was the first one that I ran into. So let's go ahead and get in his face. With these tames, they aggro everything. So when you're out hunting, having a shotgun or some sort of tool to kill wild tames is definitely going to be your friend here. As you can see, I try to always carry a machete, a sword, and or shotgun with me. So what you're going to do, you're going to want to either get into some ghillie or maybe even some flak or anything that you can kind of disguise yourself in. Ghillie works really well, as you can see. And on one times, this is a low female, she's level 10, but she aggroes very far. And as you're going to see, she's going to aggro everything. So that poor snail, and even this poor leech, just got murdered by the jaws of life. So with that being said, we're going to give her space, because if not, she's going to follow us pretty far. Their aggro ranges is actually rather terrifying. But to tame these, you're just going to kind of sneak up. You don't have to necessarily crouch walk all the way, even though it does help. And then just walk up to the mouth, especially if you're on PC, and just hit E once you get close enough. She'll do a chomping mechanism, or, you know, if it's a male, they'll do a chomping mechanism, and either they'll kind of relax or they'll just go aggro. And she's being a good girl right now. So let's get in here. We'll do one more, and hopefully she doesn't bite us. Look at that. She'll do the chomp action, and we'll get out of her face. So we're doing pretty well. I mean, this is one time, so very effective taming. Using ghillie absolutely helps. If you don't notice, I have a focal chili on my hotbar so that I can move around a little bit faster. I know in ASE you could change your movement speed. However, in ASA they took that away and allowed us to modify our melee and or our fortitude, in which I don't play with fortitude. So there is our first gator. Let's see if we can run into another one and tame that live. Again, I don't want to make this a super long video, but I do want to make sure that's very informative. There is a big gator right there, and we'll see if we can get it out of the water and not ooh, is it aggroing us? I can't really tell. Come on out. It's another female, another low female. But on the island, you got to expect this kind of stuff, because, again, the island is not meant for high-level tames most of the time. Where if you were to go to the other map, like the center, it is notorious for having higher-level tames and just overall base stats. So we're going to get in here, get a little spicy, and punch her, get her attention. There we go. Oh, golly. We gotta move. Oh, she's aggro. She's mean. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. As you'll see, she's doing the gigabyte, where they open their mouth really wide, and they'll chase you. And what it does, it almost gives like a ×2 multiplier on their base damage, along with the potential for the maul effect, which we don't want to get bit. So we're gonna just kind of wait until she's mellowed out a little bit. She looks like she's about to go into her taming stage. Again, you'll see the jaws open up, and you don't necessarily have to crouch walk over here. But you just get up, hit E right on her jawline, the bottom jawline, and then just kind of back up. Give her space, because it's likely that she will aggro you. Okay, great. We're doing great. That was one piece of kibble on a level 15 female, which took us up to 25.9. So that means this is going to be a 4 kibble tame. Again, we're going to kind of ease up. We don't want to get her aggroed. Again, another piece of kibble. Get away from her. Let her do her little growl and go from there. We're trying not to let her go back into the water, because if the gator goes back into the water, it means we're not going to be able to kind of really sneak up on her. And even this rock is kind of dangerous. So let's get in close. Excellent. Another piece of kibble. And just like that, we are 1 away from taming this good girl right here. If you were a part of the live stream today, you saw me tame about 4 of these and kind of mess around. You know, they are not a hard tame at all. They can be a little trying depending on how the server ping is reacting. And just like that, that's 2 lower levels. Not the lowest of levels, but two easy tames back to back. And I just want to let you guys know that you guys can do this too. I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't have any weapons really outside of the sword that I kept in my inventory the whole time. The only problem is that these tames are very aggressive, and that means if that Achatina or the snail that we saw towards the beginning of this is moderately in proximity, they will immediately go after that and murder it, and find anything else close that's moving around and really tackle that down and kill it, or do the attempt to the point where they'll die trying. I haven't seen them going after pararacers or anything like that, but they definitely go after snakes. They go after frogs, obviously snails, phiomias, a lot of smaller tames. They'll go after piranhas, and really there's just a lot to keep an eye out for. But with that being said, that's how you tame one of the new gators on official, with just a few pieces of kibble. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned. Peace.